Join me as I take you on the challenge of proving that we're all secretly doing better than we think. Stick around to the end and discover something you already have that will accelerate your success. No hard work. Let's dive into some surprising truths. We've all been there feeling like we're just not good enough, like everyone else is doing better, and that we're somehow falling behind. It's a pretty common mindset, but here's the thing. It's often not based on reality. The truth is, many of us are achieving more than we give ourselves credit for. We're making progress even if it doesn't always feel like it. The mindset of self-doubt and comparison is super common. We look at someone else's highlight reel on social media and think, wow, they're so much more successful than me. But what we don't see is the hard work, the struggles, and the doubts that they face too. We compare our behind-the-scenes moments to everyone else's curated highlight reels. And that's just not fair to ourselves. It's like comparing apples to oranges. We're looking at different people's lives and thinking we're somehow less. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of self-doubt. We start to feel like we're not good enough, like we're not doing enough, and that we're just not measuring up. But here's the thing. You're probably doing way better than you think. Your accomplishments might not be as flashy or as public as someone else's, but they're still totally worth celebrating. Think about it. When's the last time you stopped to think about how far you've come? Not just in terms of big achievements, but in terms of little things too. You've probably learned new skills, made new friends, and overcome challenges that you thought were insurmountable at the time. Those are all the things to be proud of. Personal growth is a weird thing because it's often incremental. We make progress in small, tiny steps, and it's easy to overlook those steps because they're so small. But those small steps add up over time. Let's say you're trying to get healthier. You start by making small changes to your diet or exercise routine. At first, it doesn't feel like much, but over time those small changes add up to make a big difference. The problem is, we often don't see that progress because we're too focused on the end goal. We're so busy looking at where we want to be that we forget to look at how far we've come. And that's where the magic happens, in those small incremental steps. It's like the story of the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. At the beginning of this, I promised you that I would show you where the magic happens and that you are doing better than what you think and how to succeed without doing any more hard work. So this is the big secret, if you want to call it that. It's not all about the destination. It's about the journey too. The journey is where we learn, where we grow, and where we develop the skills and resilience we need to achieve our goals. And that's something to be proud of, regardless of where you are in the journey. Instead of focusing on what you haven't achieved, if you count up what you have achieved, you'll see you're a lot closer to achieving your ultimate goal, and that you are succeeding. And this is where you need to spend less time focusing on what others have achieved and where you view yourself as failing, when in fact you're not failing, you're actually succeeding. Why? Because you're getting closer to your ultimate goal, and you've got to take the wins as and when you get them. And before you know it, you will have scaled your own Mount Everest. So I hope that I've left you with a different perspective today. Instead of focusing on where you think you're falling short, try to focus on how far you've come. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the skills you've learned, and the progress you've made. You'll probably find you're doing way better than you think. Thanks for tuning in, and I want to hear from you. Share your own experiences in the comments below. If you're looking for more content like this, check out my video on overcoming self-doubt and building confidence for some practical tips and strategies and help on your journey. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up and a like, and I'll see you in the next one.